I think it's important that we be mindful of how we talk to each other. In today's politically charged world, it's easy to allow all the negativity to come through in our words, especially when we're trying to explain ourselves or want to feel understood by others. When our days are filled with dread and uncertainty, and we allow it to fester inside of us, it can come out in ways that we aren't always aware or intend. When that happens, it can make us feel even lower than before, and we can feel ourselves getting pulled into a vicious cycle. But why aren't we more aware? Why do we allow all the things that are bad in the world to come out in our words? Are we even aware of it before it happens? Or do we just spit out the anger and realize it afterwards? Those of you who've been watching my videos over the last year know that I've been studying meditation. Don't worry though, I'm not going to explain all of that here. What I will tell you is that one of the main goals of meditation is to teach you to be aware of your thoughts. Not in an I know that I think kind of way, but in a way that recognizes thoughts as you have them. The goal is to label thoughts as a way to objectify them. One day I was talking to my girlfriend and I was becoming irritated. I really didn't have a reason to become as irritated as I was. She wasn't saying anything that warranted my anger. Yet there I was trying to hold back a storm of frustration. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, I thought to myself, this is anger. In that moment, I recognized that I was having angry thoughts and that anything I would say would come from that anger. And in the next moment, I wondered, why? Why was I this angry? Was what I was about to say help or hurt this situation? What I didn't realize in that moment was that my anger was coming from other things in my life, mostly political, but also personal. I had allowed all the negativity that the news and social media provides to build up inside of me with no idea of how to release it. Meditation was helping in a general way, but I needed to be more direct in my efforts. I needed to realize what the negativity out there was doing to me. Anger is sneaky, though. It will find a way out if we're not mindful of it. And when it does, it will cause a lot of damage. I didn't want to be angry. So I took a breath, calmed down, and I asked myself, how can I present this in a way that she'll be receptive to it? And that changed everything. It went from a potential argument to a discussion, all because I recognized my thoughts in that moment. And the discussion went really well. We both talked about our perspective on the situation, and we both took what the other said to heart. Now, do you think that would have happened if I had allowed my anger, which she wasn't even the cause of, to overwhelm me in a way where I would have spoken cruelly? Doubtful. I've always known that words mattered, that choosing the right words was always important. This was different, though. This wasn't about the choice of my words. It was about the recognition of my thoughts beforehand. It was about being able to choose a different vibe altogether because of that recognition. And ever since then, I've been more mindful of my anger. I've been mindful of the things that induce anger. And in doing so, I've found less of it in the way that I talk to people. Now let me ask you, are you aware of your feelings and your thoughts before you act on them? Have you had situations where you realized you didn't understand why you felt the way that you did? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me.